Hello and welcome to another grand edition of DCU Tonight. I am your host, Rock Var, here on the couch with Hippolyta Kent and Cara Diana. By us on the floor is Connor Kent. On Var Nation Live, thank you for joining us, if you're joining us. If you're not joining us, I hope you have a good reason. I would like a full detailed report. I'm joking. It's been a while since we've done the show. There's been a little bit of a lull in DC TV, so we haven't really had a reason to very much. The show talking about DCUO news, and then we're going to jump over to DC Comics because there's a lot going on over there. But some of the biggest news in the century in DC Universe Online is going down right now, and I couldn't wait until Wednesday to talk about it. Plus, my work schedule dictates the schedule of the show, so that's what's up with that. I have tonight free though, so we'll do it. But I couldn't wait till Wednesday to do it, to talk about the DC news. And I know it's blowing up on YouTube. Everyone's talking about it right now, so it's nothing new at this point. But I do want to go into some great detail on the BVS tournament, the upcoming Arena PvP match, March 19th. And a little bit about the swag. I just did a video about the new Batman v Superman swag that's coming to the game, so check that out on the channel. If you haven't seen it yet, give it a like and share it if you can. We really love it when you do that. And you can always subscribe. But, man, they just revolutionized this game. They really did. I have to say that almost every couple of months. These devs, they just keep having great ideas to make the game better and better, and this one, it really takes the taco as far as good news. This is something that we've wanted for a long, long time, ever from start of play. From starting to play the game, when my first trip into the Watchtower. So keep in mind, at the time, Lyda and I were playing on PC. This was the first, literally, outside of like some just like Need for Speed or something like that games, this was literally my first PC game. And the first time we went to the Watchtower and we saw the House of L cape flying around, we tracked someone down and we asked them, where did you get that? And it's tier gear, but we didn't know that yet. And that blew my mind. So then to be able to have the House of L chest with the nice logo on it that you can change a little bit, that was awesome. I wore that for a long time. But it's just now they've come so far in the game as far as making the look of the styles. That stuff's kind of outdated looking now, and it's bulky and it's metally looking, and so I don't really use it on day to day with this character. This is Rockvar's superhero costume right here, and as soon as we have the availability to get the Superman logo, which is what I'm so horribly trying to get to right now, is that once that logo becomes available, that's all I'm going to wear. Ever. There's no reason for me to wear anything else. And so that's what, if you haven't gotten that news yet, from the Batman v Superman movie, we're getting logos. So we're getting the Batman logo that's coming from this movie, which is basically like the Dark Knight logo. We're getting the House of L family crest that's coming from Man of Steel, so it looks like a basketball kinda, but it's awesome. And we're getting the Wonder Woman logo, and I'm assuming it's coming from Batman v Superman. I don't know, but those things are all going to be customizable to the point where your 3, and eventually, because we're getting a 4th color palette, your 4 color palettes will be able to be used interchangeable on this emblem, just like they would any other emblem. So potentially you could have like a red S with a yellow background, and or you could have a black S with a white padding on how you want to represent the House of L. So, for example, I'm not so Rokvar is not direct lineage from the House of L, I don't believe. Yes, he's from both sides, and not in a weird way. Like, someday I'll take the time to explain how the family tree works out, but let's just say Rock has relatives on both sides, but I think it's from Laura's side that where he just directly comes from. But my point being, he's not really an L, he's a Var, which came before. Well, then nothing came before the L's, but was a separate family from the L's, and so because I'm married into the L's, I feel like I'm related to Superman. I'm his cousin on his mother's side, so I would inevitably probably not wear the L family crest, but on Earth, to be recognizable as part of the Superman camp, I would want to wear it, but I don't want it to look exactly like Superman's. I mean, I will on my Superman tunes, but on Rock, I'm going to make it different. I'm going to make it different colors. And so that's the super coolness that we get to play with now, is that we get these emblems, these iconic emblems that we've seen on these characters or grown up with, read in the comics. We've idolized these characters, and most everyone has doodled a Batman logo or a Superman logo or a Wonder Woman logo or whatever. So now you'll be able to customize that on your character and make it look the way you want. And for those of you who are big into, styles and making iconic looking tunes, and, I personally have a Superman JLA, we'll be able to make that character actually look like the character without, like, for what I'm using now is it's a snake or something, I don't know what, a cobra, and if you're standing just right at the perfect angle, it looks like the Superman emblem. But I would really like to have the real thing, so they're making that happen for us, and that goes to show how interactive DC Universe Online has become in the industry, that they're being able to do things like that, and all of the different posters that are coming to the game. There's a lot more than they had originally showed us. So if you haven't seen the rollout video for the logos, the DCUO swag bags, go check that out. That's on the official DCUO YouTube channel. It's not a very long video, and they show you a lot of cool stuff, and they show off. I mean, we're even going to get a Batman versus Superman logo. That's from the movie, so it's all red, but that one you can't change the colors on. But so much is coming to this game as far as crossing over with the iconic looks that, we're now at this point getting the DCUO that I feel like everyone's wanted from the beginning. They've taken their master plan and they've produced. Look at the stuff behind me. We did not have any of that stuff when this game started. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like they had the licensing, but for whatever reason the characters couldn't step outside of their little realm. So, like, for example, you'd see Superman, you'd interact with Superman, but you weren't necessarily encouraged to dress exactly like him. So, but now we're getting to the point where we're able to do that. There's a lot of the role-playing aspect that could come to the game because of that. I think that I've always thought, and I'm sure there's a huge group of cosplayers that play DCUO at some point. There has to be. I would love to hang out with those people, because that's just cool. Just get your tune, get in character, run around, save people. It's kind of how I thought things were going to be anyway. But anyway, so that aside, not only are we getting the cool swag, but we are getting a BVS, a Batman v Superman tournament, a PvP tournament. It's an arena PvP tournament, March 19th. And for full details, you can go to DC Universe Online. I'm going to read you a lot of this now, just because it is so interesting, and they word it better than I ever could. Thank you, Maps. In a post from Maps on DC Universe Online forums, in the announcement section, the biggest battle between superheroes of our time is about to go down in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, hitting the big screen later this month. There is much speculation about who will win the fight in the movie, and so it's only fitting that we answer the question in DC Universe Online as well. Of course, we do it our way, with an arena PvP 4v4 double bracket tournament the Saturday before the movie opens. So what a way to celebrate the upcoming movie than by doing the tournament. I hope I suck at PvP so bad. I have no PvP gear. I have no toughness. I pretty much get one-shotted. But it's worthwhile to get involved, even if you suck as bad as I do. Well, maybe not if you suck as bad as I do, but because I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to hopefully watch it, or I don't know. If I'm free, maybe participate and just get beaten down, because there are very cool gifts, or prizes. Gifts. So, first you have to pick your side and answer the question, #who will win. The tournament will be held on the U.S. server on Saturday, March 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. Pacific and running until only one team remains. The tournament will be divided into two single elimination brackets, one representing Batman and the other representing Superman. Teams may sign up for one of these brackets, not both, thus declaring their support for either Superman or Batman. So the goal here is to support one or the other, not to try and do both. Your whole team has to dress like the character that you're supporting. So the thing is, if you're on the Superman team, you're dressing like Superman in some way. I mean, they're looking for red and blue, I believe. I don't think they said anything about yellow, but I will read on. But yeah, so you dress Superman-esque or Batman-esque, your whole team does, and you're going to fight, and they're going to prove who wins. I don't know that there's probably going to be a lot of gadgets tunes with Batman, and they're probably going to be really good at it. And so, I don't know, it could go either way. I hope that the Superman, if they're doing the look, I hope they don't necessarily do the powers, because, you know, it'd be better not to. But, I mean, it'd be cool to do that if you could win. And if you can win, then good. That is awesome. Please do that. Let's see. Oh, so each bracket will play until only one team remains in each bracket. One champion for Superman and one champion for Batman. Finally, these two final teams will face each other in a best-of-3 finale match. So after someone wins each bracket, then those two that are the champion of either Superman or Batman are going to face off, and they're going to do a best-of-3. So that could potentially be a long day. Teams will be made up of 4 players. To sign up, each 4-player team should identify a team captain and choose a team name that follows community standards. The team captain should then sign up as a team and the appropriate link at the appropriate link below. So you can find this link on the forum section at DC Universe Online. You'll choose who you support later. Include each character name participating in your team's description. So make sure you name everyone in the team. They suggest teams in the Batman bracket wear variations of black and gray, while players in the Superman bracket wear some forms of red and blue. The rest is up to you. It says be creative and make your chosen hero proud. Now, getting to the prizes. So I believe there's basically a door prize. Looks like each player on the first place team will receive one BVS prize pack featuring a suite of... Oh, okay, yeah, so this is so you get one BVS prize pack with BVS merchandise valued at over $300. Wow. One BVS logo swag bag from in-game marketplace, one DCUO Superman hat, and one DCUO Batman statue from the original collector's edition of the game. That's awesome. And that is like live. So wow. There's going to be a fight for this. Someone's going to bleed over that, I think. Like that's some serious loot right there. Each player on the second place team will receive one BVS prize pack, one BVS logo swag bag from in-game marketplace. All participating players will receive one in-game BVS movie poster. To be eligible for prizing, players must live in the U.S. or Canada. Damn, dude, those are some serious prizes. Now I wish I had done PvP. I'm like kicking myself right now. Why have I wasted all my time not learning PvP? Because all the best prizes are there now. Damn it. And there's no way that a team of 3 people could drag me through a tournament like that either. There's just no hope. But there is hope for you. So if you play PvP, this is your cha-ching moment. You can sign up for that tournament. Go to DCUniverseOnline.com to the forum section and announcements, and sign up your team. Just make sure you coordinate with each other a little bit ahead of time, because could be some stiff competition. I feel like there's going to be some hella stiff competition. I think that there's because a lot of the big YouTubers are PvP players, and so there's going to be a battle royale. I feel like people are going to go down. Mothers will maybe be talked about. It could get ugly fast. So I hope to see some of this action. Hopefully someone streams something. Please, DCUO, stream this tournament. Somebody. MEPS, I don't know. Can they do... Well, they're sponsoring it, so yeah, maybe they will put it live. But anyway, we'll stay tuned for that. We'll give you any information that we can as far as if they're going to put that on the air in any way, and keep you posted. But that's huge news. This is a big happening for DC Universe Online. I hope this is something that DC Comics uses some video of. Because can you imagine, they just put the whole live stream up on DCComics.com. Be like, look what they did for Batman v Superman. DC Comics fans unite. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the big DCUO news right now. There's really, that overshadows pretty much everything else that's happening in the game. Of course, we are still coming to Xbox. They've said this spring, so I don't know anything more about that. But outside of that, we'll transition things over to the part of the show where we go talk about normally DC TV, but there hasn't been a lot of that. We've got episodes tonight to catch up on from Gotham and Supergirl. Last week we did watch Gotham, so we've watched Gotham 2 times since we've done this show, and I believe Legends of Tomorrow twice, but those are the only 2 things that have aired. Legends of Tomorrow, it's consistent, I'm not going to go into too much detail on DC TV tonight because I didn't plan for it, but it's been good. Gotham's kind of out there. I'm not sure, I'm enjoying it. It definitely is seeming more and more like an alternate reality where Commissioner Gordon's kind of on the wrong side of things a lot. But outside of that, it's, been very, very good. Supergirl tonight, I'm looking forward to watching that episode. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll have to watch both Gotham and Supergirl online later. And we'll talk about them later. But we'll be getting back to a place here soon where we'll have a full lineup coming, maybe even this week, and we'll try to get things back on schedule as far as the Wednesday night and Friday night shows. It's just my work schedule has been very, very conflicting with what we like to do. That's why we've just done some live streams, and we've got some other videos to pop up there here. But definitely check out the one we'll show some details of what's in those Batman v Superman swag bags on VAR Nation. The video's up there now. But moving over to DCComics.com, there's a lot going on in DC Comics right now. the biggest thing that I think, well, yeah, it's a pretty big thing. The DC All Access app. That's basically what I wanted to touch base on, was how awesome that is. You can get that now. It's available at the Google App Store or Google Play. You can get it at the Apple App Store. But just all kinds of cool stuff on here. There's a video on DCComics.com where you can check out. They'll give you a run-through of it. But essentially, there's going to be a lot of interviews that pop up there. There's going to be some footage that wasn't released for trailers or hasn't been released yet for, like, Batman v Superman and other upcoming shows or movies that you'll only find on the app. So it's worthwhile to get it. It says look for exclusive videos you'll only see on the app, including sneak peeks of upcoming movies like Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Suicide Squad, and interviews with the cast and creators, including a special welcome video from Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. That's nice. You'll also find previews of upcoming comics like Frank Miller's Return to the World of Dark Knight and Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, presented an easily viewable comic reader. Plus, exclusive reveals and giveaways, new trailers, custom news feed, episodes of the DC All Access websites, and opportunities to interact with the app and your fellow fans for a chance to win fun rewards. In addition, the app allows you to profess your fandom in exciting new ways by giving you access to an exclusive DC emoji keyboard. That's pretty neat. I'm going to go play with that. I want to see what I can say as the Joker. These are some creepy looking emojis. But, most of them are skeleton heads. Anyway, so that you can see for yourself on DCComics.com. And we'll get to the pull list here. But the other thing that I wanted to go into was you can get a first look right now of the new Legends of Tomorrow #1. That it does not look like it's the same as the TV show, really. It looks a lot different. They've got Firestorm on the cover. They've got Metamorpho, Sugar and Spike. I don't know who the hell that is. Metalman. Anybody else? Nope. But you can read what I'm guessing is the first couple of pages of this. Maybe just the first page. But it's a sneak peek to get in. No, there's a couple pages here. To see if you're going to enjoy this as much as you do the TV show right now. I don't know. We'll find out. I will be reading it. I suggest you read it too. I suggest we all read it. DC Comics, or comic books in general, the comic book genre needs a Bob Ross. I saw a dude with a Bob Ross t-shirt on yesterday. I almost forgot that guy existed. It said, "There are no mistakes, only happy accidents." I love that guy. Anyway, this has been kind of a short version of DCU Tonight. Not much content, I understand. I just really wanted to get on and talk about the happenings in DCUO. We'll have, obviously, we're going to catch up on DC TV, so we'll have more of that to come in the shows later this week. I don't think we'll be able to do one on Wednesday, but I think Friday night is definitely a go because I get off early Friday, I believe. Phrasing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Obviously, if you can, subscribe to our YouTube channel, VAR Nation. That keeps us going. Share the video, like it if you can. We'll have this up on the YouTube channel within the hour, and then the edited version will be up probably in the next couple of days. But we appreciate you joining us, and we hope to see you again. For Hippolyta Kent, this is Rock VAR saying peace out.